Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Rich. Welcome to an intermediate lesson on cross-hatching with a Micron. I'm using an 05. Again, I generally pick this size just because it's a little bit easier to see on screen. And I wanted to thank really quick my Patreon supporters. It's been really amazing seeing people like step up. So James, Jason, Rob, William, Josh, Dario, Fabio, Martin, Jezaria, Kurt, Reese, and Adrian. Thank you all. I appreciate it. You guys rock. Okay, so cross-hatching with a Micron. I discovered this last night, actually doing a brush inking video, preparing for that render like Wrightson thing. So, as we did in the past, and all the videos will not be cross-hatching. The reason that I'm focused on this so much is because this is a fundamental step into blending. And blending is taking the white paper to shades of gray to black with line work, basically. So I saw this last night doing a video. So again, we're gonna, let me, if I draw those slow, it's gonna be kind of silly. So again, going back to this most basic principle, and the reason that I keep going back to this is because I think it's a great, you can see it so clearly, okay? So we've got all these little squares that are created by the crosshatch of the up and down, the up and horizontal lines. Okay, so now think of your next set of lines that you're going to go through it as crossing through each of these boxes. So in a magnified sense, we're going to go like this. Okay, so that's going to be the line. I'm going to send it through every corner. This actually makes your eyes go crazy trying to do it, okay? So I just did that. Now do you see how it created little diamonds in each of the boxes? Okay, now I'm going to go the opposite way. So I'm going to do this. All right, so now we're making little X's through them. So Xity, X, X, X. And again, your eyes are probably going to go a little nuts as you try to thread the needle, so to speak, doing these. That's okay, though. Just, it's really an approximation of it. Okay, so do you see what it did? And some of the X's are off. If you look through that, you can kind of see that it's off. Okay, so what we've done is we've taken now little boxes that look like this, darker and darker. Okay, and it turns it into that. Now if we go, let's see. Now I'm going to do another set, and I'm going to curve the lines through them. And this is where it gets actually kind of cool, I think. Or you can even move them closer together. We'll try both. But anyway, so these we'll say are more equally spaced. Okay? Now I'm going to do curve lines through them. So I'm going to do this. Curve, 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 curve. That was getting annoying to me. I had to stop it. All right? So do you see? Now it's made kind of curved triangles. Now I'm going to curve it this way. So just the opposite of the curve that I just did. So curve, curve, and I'm trying to get the edges of the boxes again. You know, go through the corners. And then what it does is it creates little curved X's. Okay? Now, why that is important is when this is juxtaposed, even the tiniest bit, and you start moving these lines closer together, you start getting really, really cool effects. So we'll do this now. I'm going to start bringing these lines closer and closer together. And again, with a different tool, we might have gone thicker and thicker, but because we're using a pen, they stay pretty solid. Okay. So these are just going to be equally spaced. This is just going to be to create a little slightly darker gray. Okay. Now I'm going to do my set of lines that cross through these, pulling them closer and closer together. So they're not all going to go through the corner of the box. They're going to get closer and closer together as they move down. You see how that starts to create like a pretty interesting looking pattern? Now I'm going to do it the opposite way. So I'm doing the diagonal, and these are going to get closer and closer together. I mean, these are the kind of little games that you play with cross-hatching, is you start to create little sequences of line work that create really cool effects. And if you really look, I mean, all those they're all little like X's. And then I'm going to do a curved one. So we'll curve all the lines. What the heck? Let's see what it does. Okay, and I'm getting closer and closer together. Okay, and then I'll do these. These are going to be curved, but again, these are just going to be equally spaced apart. This is just to create a little slightly darker gray than what we had before. It just assists in the other hatch. Okay, now we're going to do curved lines that are going to get closer and closer together. I had one line that went a little closer together. You can kind of see it right here, and it immediately stands out. So you have to watch that. Okay, so let me do my other fade. And again, these are going to start to get closer and closer together. And you can still see that little darker area. It's really unforgiving. So when you have like a slight misstep, it is apparent. So yeah, you want to watch those. I want to watch them. Again, I've got a camera about half an inch from my eye right now, and I'm kind of sitting at a weird angle. But so here, we'll do one more set of curve. We'll do the curve this way this time. We're going to get them closer and closer together in just a second. Okay? So closer and closer together. Okay. Now we're going to do this set closer and closer together. And don't worry, if this feels like repetitive information, it is a variation of what we've been doing. Okay, then I'm going to throw my cross lines that are going to go more diagonally across this. I kind of blur my eyes a little bit and try to follow the whites I'm creating. Just a little bit off on these. The ones that are closing out, again, I had one line that went a little bit, tiny bit off. It's frustrating. Then, let's see, so curve it that way. I'll curve it this way. Okay, so you can see though, it really does actually do some pretty cool effects. But yeah, so try the little box thing and get used to that, and then get used to pulling it closer and closer together, and then doing the curved ones. And I think that that'll really be a useful tool for you to just get comfortable. And you can really see, I mean, that actually creates the illusion of form. Even this does. These look a little more three-dimensional. Just based on the shading, you know, because there's a sense of lighter or light gray to dark gray, light gray to dark gray, light gray to dark gray. I mean, it almost looks like a strawberry shape right here, of maybe like it's getting a little light on it. So you can see that rendering really helps accentuate form. And okay, thank you. Smash the like. Check out the Patreon page. Again, every day I'm posting a little bit of free content. And yeah, you just can go and check it out and see the little things I'm adding up. Okay, thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And share also. Very important if you could share. Thanks. Bye.